Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video we're going to be making Cameroon tomato stew. For my tomato stew recipe I'll be using chicken and fish. Let's spice up our chicken and let it boil on the fire. Let's start with our salt. We'll be putting in our salt. We're just going to put in everything. I'll be putting in my pepper, basil powder. If you have all fresh spices you can use. I'll be combining fresh and the powdered spices. So I've sliced some spring onion, leeks and onion that I'm just going to be sprinkling in here. I love to boil my meat with the fresh spices sprinkled on it. Let's put in some seasoning cubes, some Maggi, so it tastes well. A little bit of thyme, some parsley, some aroma, and we'll put in some water. You can put cold water if you want. I just like putting hot water, so it hastens the process. So we'll cover our pot and let this chicken cook. Let's move now to our fish and season our fish. I'm not going to be boiling this fish, I'll only be frying it, so let's just season it and keep it in the fridge. Let's put in some Maggi cube, a pinch of salt, some parsley, some basil leaves, some paprika powder, and then we shake it properly so it's well mixed. So here's our fish. We're going to let it rest in the fridge for some time. And on my sink, here are the things I'll be needing for my tomato stew. I have chopped tomatoes. I'll be using these chopped canned tomatoes in the place of fresh tomatoes. Due to the present situation, I don't have fresh tomato in the house, but I'll always prefer fresh tomatoes to the canned tomatoes. Those are my onions, ginger, pepper, and garlic. And that is Gino. Gino is like the blended tomato itself. So yeah, the spices I'm blending: ginger, garlic, pepper, and onion. Just going to transfer it to the bowl. And then we use the same blender to blend our tomato. Alright, so let's start with the cooking. I'll be putting in some oil. I'll be using vegetable oil for this. We'll let it get hot and then we put in our fish to fry. So this fish is mackerel fish. There are two different types of mackerel. I don't know, but this is mackerel fish. It's kind of smooth in skin and not it's not so bony. Like the bones are not just that much as the other type of mackerel that I know. The one we commonly use. This one, the bones are really less. I'm not going to be frying my chicken. If you can see the pot at the side, it's still my chicken on the fire. I'm using hard chicken, so I like it to be really, really well cooked. And I won't be frying it, I'll just be frying the fish alone. I think our fish is ready now and it's time to take it out of the pot. I'll be using same oil for the rest of the cooking. I love the flavor the fish gives, so the same oil is still very good. Go ahead and use the same oil if you want. But if you want to change your oil at this stage, good and fine. But I'll be using the same oil. So I'll be putting in my onion, spring onion, and the leeks just at once. I'll be letting some in the tray for further use. Let's mix it and let it simmer for a bit. I think spring onion and onion are fine now. Let's start by putting in the blended tomato, the thin blended tomato. Let's mix it up and let it simmer for a bit. Thing is fine now. We should go ahead and add in the fresh tomato, the canned chopped tomato, which is I'm using in place of the fresh tomato. So this is everything inside. We'll just let the tomato get cooked, properly cooked. So we're checking it out. It's been there for 10 minutes, still cooking. We'll still let it dry up a bit because there's still water in it, as you can see. Check it out again. It's been again for 4 to 10 minutes. This is my trouble with cooking tomato stew, like the way it messes up the place. It's just everywhere. I hate this. I wish there was a way to control this. I think a tomato is getting ready now because almost all of the water is dried. I'll be tasting it to see. There is the ginger, garlic, onion, and pepper that I've just put in. I'll be putting everything at this level. I have some hunger just for taste, and it's just like a seasoning. It makes your stew taste good. The remaining spring onion and the other green spices I said I will keep it for further use. This is it I've just put in now. I didn't want it to cook from the beginning. Let's mix everything up. At this level, you have to taste and be sure that your stew is the way you want, the taste you want. If not, add in Maggi or salt, anything you want to add at this level. We'll add our chicken, the chicken we have been boiling. Remember, the chicken was well seasoned with Maggi, salt, and pepper, even though the pepper wasn't blended. And I did fry my chicken. It's alright. I love mine fresh. I don't like it too dry. If you like your chicken really dry, make sure you fry it. Let's mix everything up. And then we can bring in our fish, the fish we fried earlier on. Mix it up. As I said, at this level, you need to taste your stew and be sure that it is what you want. Like the Maggi and the salt, be sure that it's well tasty. You're just going to let everything boil and mix up together, come together in a beautiful way. So cover the pot and let it boil. Alright, so it's been boiling for 8 minutes and I think this is the end of our stew. This is exactly how it looks like. I'm just gonna stir it for you to see. This is Cameroon stew, very delicious, very straightforward, and you can eat it with rice, you can eat it with plantain, yam, anything you want. But today I'll be having mine with rice. So I'll be putting some in a plate with my rice. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching right up to this level. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, please. Consider clicking on the right subscribe button. If you are here for the first time, do consider staying so you can keep on watching my videos and enjoy more of my cooking recipes. So here's the final result of our stew. As I said, I'm just going to put a little bit of it in my rice and start the eating. Cameroon stew is delicious, straightforward, good for every home. It is one of the most basic meal in my country, Cameroon. It is the basic meal that every household will always prepare. So here's my rice. I boiled my rice earlier, so I'll just be putting in the stew to eat. So this is it. Let's try it now. Oh, it's delicious. If I tell you this is not delicious, then I'm lying. Thank you all for watching and see you again in the next video.